do it. I'm gonna trade my clerk for a Rockstar dame. Might even get my broken to change his game. Cause we all just wanna work with title rock stars and sell some hilltop houses closing 15 more. The cities come easy and the closings go quick. We'll all stay busy cause we just don't quit.
Welcome to another edition of the Rockstars podcast. You like that little star? Live at the Rockstar Vault. We are here in beautiful Richboro, Pennsylvania, and we are here with not Nicole, but her handsome, I was going to use the word offspring. There we go.
Okay.
Mr. Nicole Malcolm. No.
Mr. Nicole.
Mr. Tom Malcolm.
My dad's not here.
Tommy Jr. What's up, man?
I'm the third. Come on. I'm the third. Get it right.
How are you, brother?
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us today as a co-host.
Absolutely.
You think you can fill in mom's shoes?
Anytime. Anytime.
You know what, Tom? My favorite thing about you is you do not lack confidence.
You think so?
Yeah. And we have with us a special guest, a powerhouse realtor who I didn't know worked out of here.
Yeah.
I found that out today. He's Mr. Tom Kennedy with Real Brokers. What's up, buddy?
Give it up for him.
Not much, man. Hey,
Post-production.
happy to be here. I was just waiting for the invite. I don't know what's going on.
Literally, we were talking before the show, and I was like, dude, where do you work out? He's like, upstairs. I'm like, so you seem like a natural fit. He's like, yeah, I've been waiting. I've been waiting to be asked on this show.
Yeah, Tom's cool. Yeah.
Tom's cool.
He
You
is.
see how he deflected that? That is the lawyer in him, everyone.
Tom's a good dude. I'm happy to do this podcast with him, really.
That's awesome. But before we get started, I do want to talk about you. You said something interesting today. So for people that don't know, you're pursuing a law degree, right?
Yes.
And you had a debate this morning as part of your class.
Yes.
Can you tell us, like, I've always been intrigued. How does that go with law school? So do you actually, like, if you win the debate, do you pass?
No, it's just kind of communication. It's communication based. They just want to see you interacting and having conversations that are decent.
Yeah.
And,
So they're like they're sitting there watching you argue, pretty much.
Yeah. And the teacher just, the professor, they sit there and laugh. You
And
know?
they don't interject.
No, not really.
They let you do your thing.
No. If it gets a little heated, like the kid today, when we were talking, I'm very calm.
Yeah.
And he seemed to be
got
getting
super pissed.
red in the neck, and he was like getting very upset. So it was kind of funny.
What was the topic? I'm curious.
Public schools versus private schools and the funding and how private schools utilize some resources like public school buses.
Okay.
And he's trying to say that it takes away from, the public schools. And I beg to differ. He's saying it comes out of the taxpayer dollars for the school taxes specifically, which private schools have funding from the state. It's not coming from the school district,
Right.
even though the school district's doing it.
That was your lawyer. That was the angle.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
and,
I liked it.
There was no comment after that.
That was it.
It's
'Cause
kinda
it was
fun.
objective.
Yeah, but he had a pretty strong opinion at first, and then I came in with some reality and facts, and he kind of.
When did you rip your shirt off, throw a bottle down? Like, how did you celebrate?
How'd I celebrate?
Yeah.
I left early to come here. And I, at the end of the conversation, I just walked by him, gave him a pound, like good conversation, because he kept it together, but it looked like he wanted to explode.
That's awesome.
So,
You
but
felt
yeah.
real good about that. Didn't you?
I don't know. I don't let stuff bother me. The girls say it here all the time. You
Yeah.
know, how do you not get so worked up? And I'm like, it's not going to change anything.
Yeah.
You're not going to get anywhere by getting aggravated or upset.
But if you didn't win, you would have been pissed, dude. No?
I wouldn't be pissed, but
Really?
yeah, I might just need to come more prepared in the future.
We are built differently, I'll tell you that.
Pretty mature for a 25.
We are, exactly.
Oh, 26.
26.
26 years old.
Grown up.
Eventually, we're going to get to this guy, but I do have to say one more thing. So, and the reason I segued into that is I lost the deal this week, right? I lost the deal. I'm going to tell you what happened. This happens, right? You go through the motions, you do everything, and unfortunately, no matter how much they like me, it comes down to the numbers, right?
Yep.
Obviously. But with our business, when you're last in line, you win, right? It's not when you're first in line. Why? Because we get what everyone else is showing them, right? So the problem is she comes and says to me, this client at the end says, all right, can you give me my everything in writing? I was like, what do you mean? I've been giving you fee sheets the whole time. She's like, yeah, I want can I have your latest offer in writing? And I said to her, uh-oh. So like I texted her, I'm like, you know what? I'll tell you what. No, I'd like the other offers you're getting in writing, and then because then this way I can win. I was like, you like me? Don't you want me to win? Totally misconstrued. At the end, I was the jerk. I should have, God forbid, never have asked her that. I lost. But the only reason I'm bringing this up is the loss sucks.
It does.
Yeah.
Like the loss sucks worse than the win.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, no, most people are more motivated by not losing than by winning.
100%.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah.
Like I still am not over it.
But if you succeed, you failed somewhere.
But the thing is,
There's failure everywhere.
If you win, right, there's always the next.
Yeah.
There's always another.
That's the thing.
But if you lose, you'll remember that.
But that's the thing,
Yeah.
right? So it's like you want the high has to keep going,
Yeah.
but you expect it, right? It's funny, and you can answer this, and you both can answer this. In our line of work, the only way we pay bills is to win deals,
Yeah.
right? So I'm all for celebrating it, and I'm all for showcasing it for marketing purposes, but it's expected. Like we should be closing. So like for us, you're like, all right, cool, next. But those freaking losses, man.
Yeah, they do hit you. They do hit you, especially when you were cheaper. You know, because that just happened to me recently. I had a deal where somebody knew another, title company, and they told them that they would save them money.
Yeah.
And then the agent thought it was funny and sent me the HUD after the fact and showed me that they wound up paying about $500 more than if they just stuck with us. And it's like, how do you even, where do you find the error? There is none. It was just, it happens. So
Sometimes, they'll just go another way. I mean, think about Tom Brady, right? You think he's dreaming about his Super Bowl wins or having nightmares about his loss?
100%.
Yeah.
That's actually a great analogy. He's still upset about the
Oh,
Eagles.
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, he was struggling a little bit when he tried to take a break. He saw him up in the boxes.
Yeah.
He's still salty at Foles and Eli.
And it's funny. I thought he would have been most upset over losing Giselle, but apparently that
He
didn't even
was ready
bother.
for that.
He had a backup plan.
That's what he wanted.
I mean, let's be honest. Tom just loves Tom, right?
I'm a big Tom Brady fan.
Well, I was going to say, where'd that come from? I guess. Anyway, talk about Toms. Let's talk about this Tom. That's a good segue.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, I'm not over the loss yet. Sorry, guys. Anyway, so tell me about you, man. So you work in the same office as these guys. Can you hear them at all?
No.
Okay. I was just curious.
Separate. So it's a separate office in the same building.
Yeah, physically a separate office.
Yeah.
That's good. You have like a rubber room up there? Like you hit the walls when you get a little nuts? Or you're like, you seem like a feng shui guy too. You both are like super like.
I have outbursts.
Do you?
Yeah.
Every once in a while?
I kind of like have just isolated blood pressure spikes.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I
So the outbursts are completely internal? Do you combust?
No, they come out.
Oh, they come out.
Yeah, just when I'm alone.
So where do you hail from, buddy?
I'm from Churchville.
Okay.
Yep. Born in Yardley. We moved to Churchville when I was in first grade.
Nice.
Came up through Council Rock.
Rock guy.
Yep.
Were you there before the separation or after?
So during, actually.
Okay.
So I was a sophomore during. So we did split sessions. So North was in North because they were still finishing South. North was in North for the morning session, and then South would come in from like I think it was like 12:30 to 6:30. Problem is I was a football player, so I was on the football field until 11 at night.
Yeah.
Practicing. So it's like homework was not a thing.
Dude, Rock was a powerhouse. So I went to
Yeah, they were.
Orland. I'm from Huntington Valley. We never played Rock because we were like, little guys compared to Rock. Rock was, because you had so many more people. But I'm trying to remember, when did you graduate?
2005.
All right, you guys are all freaking young. Yeah, I was like, when I played.
You don't want to hear when I graduated.
Shut up, Tom. But when I played football. When I played in like the late 90s, early 2000s, there was these two brothers. I can't remember their names, dude. And they were so good. Like late 90s, early 2000. The one guy was a running back. He was a stud. I can't remember the guy.
When did you graduate?
2000. Yeah, smoke free class of 2000.
My sister graduated
Yeah?
from Rock. Yeah.
Oh, nice. I used to hang out up at Rock.
Yeah, think about it. Your, what's that, 25th year reunion just happened?
Yeah, we actually didn't have it. It's funny you mentioned that.
Yeah.
There wasn't enough, popularity. I thought about that. You bring up a good point. I went through that in my head, right? I liked high school. I enjoyed it. I was a sociable guy. I was like, should I go? I don't know. I thought about it. My wife's like, yeah, go, whatever. And like, they made a whole day out of it. And I'm like, I like those people, but a whole day?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a tour of the high school because they redid the high school. Then it was a pregame before the football game. Then it was the football game. What the? No, I'm not doing all that stuff. No offense, but I'm not doing all that.
I don't even want to see some of the people I went to school with.
My class didn't even do a 20-year reunion.
No.
Yeah, we're the worst.
Yeah.
Because we just can't coordinate, and like luckily there's a couple of good people that are getting it together now. So we're gonna do it late, but we're gonna get something together.
That's cool. Yeah. How many did you graduate with?
That's a good question.
Like a bajillion, man. Like
you had to be a lot because
like 400 or 500.
That's a lot, dude.
And that was after the split.
That's a lot.
I could be wrong.
But I want to back my way back into high school. But siblings, you have siblings?
Yeah, I have an older sister and a younger brother.
Cool. You guys all cut tight?
Yeah, we're still tight.
Yeah.
My sister's in Colorado, so we don't see her all that much. My brother lives in Wayne.
So there you go.
So we see each other more.
That's cool. Mom and dad is still local?
Mom and dad are still in Churchville. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm selling the house right across the street from them right now.
Are you?
On the market day one.
There you go.
Where's it at?
Harriet Road. Get at it.
Where's it at?
195 Harriet Road, Churchville.
Okay. Was it near the Churchville Inn?
No, it backs up to Churchville Elementary, actually.
Oh, okay. I know where that's at. It's off New Road, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know where that's at.
Yep.
Not far from there.
So I want to actually get into the football conversation. I was a football player. I played weight ball. I played back, what was I? Southampton Knights would have been 9 years old for me.
Okay.
Would you play weight ball? Did you play?
No way.
No, you got into it later on, or?
No, I played CYO.
Oh yeah.
I played for the Bucksmont Saints.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
some big boys.
So wait, CYO wasn't weight?
There's no. No, so like
That's not a good idea.
I was a little. If I played weighted ball, I would be playing with older kids. So I opted to play non-weighted ball with my age.
Yeah.
And
So how
there's
many
some
years you
big
play
boys,
that? How many years you play that?
at CYO?
Yeah.
3 years.
And what
Before-
ages?
So I was 12, 13, 14.
So the only reason I bring this up is because of, and I'm gonna, that's the sport I know, but the discipline, the focus, the teamwork. There's a lot of stuff that are going on, especially at that age. So when you got into it when you were 12, was that something you always wanted to do? Were you a physical kid, or were you like what?
I played every sport.
Yeah.
Every sport. So football was just the next one, and that's the one that I love the most. That's the one that stuck. That's the one I played in high school. I dropped everything else. Dropped baseball when I was 15 because, it just wasn't my sport.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was really good at soccer.
Yeah.
So I was a goalie. So I was a goalie in soccer.
Yeah.
Goalie in hockey.
Yeah.
Catcher for baseball.
Wait, let me guess then. You had to be offensive line then or something, right?
I was a center.
Center, yeah.
There you go.
I was a center when I played for CYO, and then when I went to high school, my senior year, I was middle linebacker and left tackle.
Sick.
Offense.
I was an O-line too, brother.
Yeah.
No one knows. That's the real glory position.
That's where the brain.
Forget it. All you pretty boys in the backfield. Getting all the girls.
Sometimes.
No, but that's cool. I was a catcher. So there you go. That you had that. What was the other one you did? Hockey. No, hockey. I couldn't do hockey.
Hockey goalie,
What would you play?
Baseball.
You were a baseball guy?
Yeah. Yeah, I was a pitcher.
You were a pitcher?
Yeah.
How fast could you throw?
Me? I stopped playing when I was like 14, but I was throwing probably somewhere in the 80s, but like
Damn.
low 80s.
That's good, though.
Yeah, I wasn't
Fast for that
like
age.
crazy.
80s?
Yeah, low 80s.
Dude,
I went on a clock. Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
All right, so you did it all. You threw it on the line for football. And it's funny, I feel like that's the progression with sports, right? As you get older into that stuff. What is it about football that got you, man? Are you did you just want to tear someone's head off? That's what it was with me, by the way. I'm going to ask you. I don't want to skew your answer.
He's like, I was just trying to destroy somebody.
I don't know. That's a good question. So what happened was kind of funny. I was always a starter playing football. But then I broke both my hands. And
Same time?
yeah,
How'd that happen?
we were boxing and backyard boxing.
Unrelated to the sport.
With really bad boxing gloves. And
Both
Wait,
hands.
that's
so I broke my thumb and my hand.
Are you guys old enough to know Bloodsport, where Tommy Chong used to he dipped his hands in the glass with Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's what I think of. Is that what you did?
So I had casts on both hands.
Oh, dude.
And I was 15 years old, so it was a rough go. But so anyway, listen, back on track.
It's all good.
So I ended up cutting both my casts off, but it was when football was starting, sophomore weight training, and then we were going into summer camp, and I tried out for the golf team instead of. And I missed by like a couple strokes playing with like banged up hands. And then I was like, all right, well, football camp was going on now. It was summer. And I was just like, well, I guess let's go back to football, which I love football. And that's kind of just, baseball was never really an option in high school.
Yeah.
Nothing was really an option in high school besides football, but football was like, I really cared about it.
Yeah.
You know, so.
What about it? Like what got you? Can you think back to like what connected you with it?
Well, it's like, I mean, it's a team sport, but there's a lot of man on man.
Yeah.
So like I wrestled too.
Yeah.
And that was like, obviously, man on man.
Right.
And,
Literally.
You know.
Nut to butt.
Nut to butt, yeah.
That's the PC way of saying it.
I don't know. I felt like for football, like I was making more of an impact and a contribution for the teams.
Yeah.
The team's wins. Like,
Yeah.
you could disrupt a whole game.
Yeah.
One person
Yeah.
could just disrupt a whole game in one or two.
Were you a madman though? Because I was a madman. Like, did
Yeah.
you like,
Yeah.
like, were you like Guns N' Roses in the locker room, Metallica?
So, senior year, I played left tackle. So, I was starting left tackle, middle linebacker, and hands team. I was a long snapper.
Wow.
I didn't come off the field
Wow.
except for kickoffs. So, you know, I would be really banged up after the games, and then, like, I would just ride the bike up and
Yeah.
down. And I didn't practice until, like, Wednesday.
Wow.
Walk through Thursdays, light practice, and then back to the game. So, I was pretty crazy. I played hard.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's fun. I mean, it's funny. What I miss most about that part of my life is it's all you thought about.
Yeah.
You didn't have any of this
Yeah.
other BS. That's not BS. That's probably not a good thing to say. I mean, a wife and a kid is not BS. Sorry, guys, but I would say, but you understand what I mean. Like you're like dialed in. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to worry about anything else.
Yeah.
There's no pressures about anything. It's probably the most clear-minded time I can think of in my life.
Yeah.
Where it's just that was it.
Yeah, exactly right. And it was
Yeah.
like, you know, a positive thing. In life.
Yeah,
it was a
totally.
very, very positive thing. You know, I got to take out a lot of aggression.
Yeah, shows
Yeah.
you discipline too.
In a more healthy way.
Yeah. I was like when I think back to my life and that part of it, no, I loved it. I loved all of it, and it was 100% the discipline of it but rock is a whole nother level. Like football, you're gods. That counts.
They took it very seriously.
dude. It was a whole nother level. Like,
Well, yeah, I mean, we split, right? So if we hadn't split, there's no way I would have had that kind of role on
Right.
the football team.
Right,
You know,
right.
I would have probably started somewhere. I probably would have been a guard.
right,
You know, I wouldn't have been left tackle.
right.
And I probably wouldn't have played defense at all.
Yeah, that's true. That's a valid point.
But,
yeah.
you know, it was much smaller when we were there after the split. So, yeah, I wouldn't say we're gods. We would walk around and, you know.
The late 90s, early 2000s, man, those guys, I would go up to those games and I used to play. I'd be like, you play? I'm like, no, I don't play. No. Yeah. Like, those guys were like huge and like big and fast. Like, it was
Walking
a
around
whole
with your
level.
football jerseys with it all like crunchied up on your arms. I know. That was the
You
thing.
felt on Fridays.
Yeah.
Like you went to school wearing your jersey. It was awesome.
And everybody talked about it. Big
Yeah.
game, big game.
I
Yeah.
like the jersey and the sweatpants every Friday.
yeah. Did you ever get girls because you were on the football team?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Baseball?
Couple.
No, it was just your good looks.
I don't know. Maybe.
But no, I think it was like the whole culture of it, right?
Yeah. Sports teams
Yeah.
definitely draw some attention.
Yeah, it did. You were I forget, you were Rock? No, you weren't Rock.
No, I grew up in Pennsbury, and then
That's right.
I moved up to Furlong and went to two different schools.
That's right. Yeah. So all right, so that was predominantly that part of your life was the sports and the football and all that good stuff. Did you have
High
a
school was-
girlfriend in high school?
No.
Nah, no serious, no
not
first
really
loves?
serious,
No. Any cool cars? Were you into any of that stuff? Do you have like a 1987 Camaro or anything?
I bought in college. I bought '89 Mustang for $20.
$20 is $20.
That's a deal, bro.
Oh, I know. It was white. It was like the Vanilla Ice version. It was
And it ran?
yeah.
That was it the
20
Fox body, right?
cheaper than a
Nice.
bus ticket home.
What was the $20? What were they doing with the $20?
We were just partying, and it was one of my fraternity brothers who was a little older. His dad just bought him a new Mustang, and
That
he's
is
like,
What?
He was like, "Who wants to buy my Mustang?" I'm like, "I'll give you $20," and he's like, "Sold," and I got it. For
Dude, what? How long did that car last you?
I had it probably for, probably about a year. But like, here's the thing about that car. That car, you could start it without the key.
Yeah.
You just turn the thing.
Yeah.
And so I would be at a party or something, which whatever, or on campus, and my car would just disappear because my boys would take it. And it
Yeah.
Was it
reversible.
stick?
Yeah, so they were grinding the gears, messing up my transmission, my $20 car.
I was gonna say, are you pissed because it's $20?
No,
Like,
I'm
You
talking
put
about-
gas in it and then you're.
in perspective, it's a T-shirt that gets a tomato stain on it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, $20.
Yeah, it's a T-shirt. It's crazy. And that was 2006, 2007.
That's wild.
$20.
Did you flip it? You upgrade?
What, the car?
Yeah.
I donated it when I was done with it.
Oh, you did something nice.
You're a
you took
sweetheart.
I
yeah.
think they give you like $25. I think I made money on
You
it.
made $5, dude.
5%. Let's go.
So actually, that's
He's still a giving person. He gives out very nice closing gifts.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, I give
No matter how big or small the deal
Yeah?
is, I've noticed that he gives out some nice gifts.
Ah, we'll have to get into that. All right.
always.
Yeah. So where was college for you?
So undergrad was Shippensburg. I got a finance degree, and then I went to Rutgers and got a golf turf management certificate. So before real estate, I worked in golf courses. I was an assistant superintendent at Trenton Country Club and at Trump Bedminster, and I interned at Marion. So shout out to all these superintendents out there. You guys are the real heroes. It's a tough job, man.
Yeah. So what's the connection with golf? Is it a passion for the sport, or was it just a job you got, or what was it?
I loved golf.
Yeah.
I mean, I tried out for the golf team with 2 broken hands.
Yeah.
But when I was in college, my ex was kind of crazy in college, so I would just get away and play golf.
The crazy X
It
stories.
was like, golf was like my sanity, so I would just go and play by myself. And golf was always my thing. And first golf course job was senior year of high school before I went to college.
What's the connection? Father, grandfather? Who's
My
in
dad
it?
taught me how to golf. when I
Okay.
was,
There you go.
Probably like 13.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I feel like that's the sport where you need that influence because you have to be able to put in. Not everyone plays golf,
I just golfed for the first time in my life like a couple months ago.
bro. Let me tell you something.
That was fun.
How'd it go?
It was fun.
Yeah?
It was fun. Yeah. The guys that I went with, they do it every,
All right,
every
so let me ask you a
now
couple
and then.
questions. Did you swing it like a baseball?
Oh, yeah. At first, they were correcting me because I was missing.
Yeah.
And they're like, yo, did you play baseball? I was like, yes. They're like, hold on. Let me show you something.
Now, did you eventually get into a rhythm?
I was what do you call it? Putting?
Yeah. Short, long?
What's the numbers? Like,
Oh, I don't know. He'll tell you that.
bogey
bro. I
or
don't know.
something, right? What are the terms?
Bogey would be 1 over par.
What's the like 7 and 8? What's it like when you hit it
Just
7
shit.
or 8 times for one?
They don't even have names for
It's like a double eagle or something.
That's
But
either
a wanker.
It's not a double.
there's, I don't know what it is, but they just kept telling me, yeah, you just get this every time. I was like, okay.
So here's what I learned with golf, right? And you play golf. Like I'm horrible. Like I'm absolutely horrible. I've tried multiple times. I'll keep trying. I like to drink. I like to drunk golf. I've never done it sober.
That looks like a common thing now.
But my question to you is, did you eventually, this to me was the most exhilarating part. Did you eventually learn how to drive?
Oh, yeah.
And you connected with it.
Yeah.
And it went.
Well, that I've done my whole life. Like I've always went to the driving ranges.
Okay.
But they kind of helped me get my swinging to where it needed to be.
So you could,
and then
you
I
could
was
drive.
Yeah, I had a
Because I'm
couple
going to tell you the
good
most
holes. Yeah.
emasculating thing in my life is not being able to drive. Like when you go and you whack it and it barely
It goes that way.
and you're like, and you got a bunch of dudes, and you're like, ah,
Yeah, it's bad.
I'm not gonna lie. I probably hit it in the trees maybe like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah?
So yeah.
So that's not bad. Yeah. That's not bad.
No?
anyway. So you're gonna do it again?
Oh yeah. I already told him. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get a little starter club set, and we'll go Northampton's right here. It's like
Okay.
2 minutes from here.
Yeah, well, you can practice this winter at Bay Links in Newtown. It's an
What's
indoor,
that?
Indoor like golf simulator.
Oh,
that's
really?
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should get clubs and I think they do lessons. Brad,
You bring beer there too?
You can. Yeah, for sure.
That's dope.
People bring beer, order food. Brad Shade, I think, is the owner. And he's,
Okay.
I think he can give you lessons too, probably.
That's cool. So all right, so you got into the golf. Did you are you super into it? You travel? You do any of that stuff? Like Greenland, Finland, wherever they go, Ireland, everyone plays all Scotland.
Well, no. I want to do, bigger golf trips. And me and my buddies are talking about maybe doing a 40th birthday golf trip.
That's sweet.
We'll see if that goes anywhere. But
Yeah.
just keep asking, like, hey, what's the plan? Hey, what's the plan?
How often do you play now?
Well, I have 2 kids, so
that'll do it.
Yeah, they're young.
I don't know about
3 and
that.
1, so not a lot. So I was a member at Trenton Country Club for 5 years, but we gave that up. I think this year or last year, losing track of time.
Yeah.
Because we just weren't getting out.
Yeah.
So, I play maybe so I have a house in Myrtle Beach, and I joined the club down there, which is 7 minutes from the house.
That's cool.
It's a nice place. So I usually play 4 times when I go down.
Yeah.
So
That's good.
A couple times a year, maybe 10 times a year.
Do you go easy on yourself, or because you've been playing, do you get pissed off when you play bad?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it doesn't change.
Yeah.
We have unrealistic expectations as well. We compare ourselves to.
It's a totally different world. I'll never forget my
Happy Gilmore over here. He's like,
yeah, so my buddies will play a lot. Like some of my buddies will actually invest in lessons.
yeah.
One guy, every time I go, he's like, I spend thousands of dollars and I suck. I didn't spend anything and I suck, so I guess I'm winning.
Sure. Yeah, you can go crazy.
But I will say, if you accept the culture of golf and you can get into it, but there's a whole, my buddy invited me to play Trump in Piney Hill in South Jersey 2 years ago, and we pull up. My name's on the bag, and my name's. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? I don't even know how to swing the friggin' stick. And I call it sticks on purpose, just to assert my naivete, right? I'm like, I know nothing, so I'm not even going to refer to them as the right things, right? Sticks.
We call them sticks.
He's like, yeah, you want to go? We're going to go warm up. There's tons of people lined up.
Oh, yeah.
It's full with the wives and the daughters and I get up and I'm like, this is horrible. I'm hitting
And that little girl just drove it.
Dude. But I'm going to tell you something. That cart girl comes through. Do you know
Saves your life.
Do you know what the drink of choice is? Well, this is what I thought. What's the drink of choice? Not beer. What's the drink of choice?
Transfusion. 100%.
Dude, it is
100%. Every time.
It is the golf drink.
Really?
Do you know what it is?
No.
You tell them, because I think it's like vodka, grape, something.
So I like a tequila transfusion, but the traditional transfusion, I believe, is mostly vodka. It's mostly vodka, and then it's a little bit of ginger ale.
Yeah,
and,
some citrusy
and a splash
soda.
of
Grape.
juice. Yeah.
But you pop these in, bro. Yeah. I'm not even kidding. By hole 6 or 7, Happy Gilmore is in full effect.
Sometimes.
Happy, but it is the drink of golfers.
Yes.
Yeah.
I swear to God, it's the most universal thing. My buddy told me that.
I see people on Facebook, they'll post that they're on the golf course. They're drinking, I see everything from beers to whiskeys. And
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Well, that's true.
Okay.
I will tell you, it goes down.
I bet, especially in the heat.
It goes down.
Yeah, you got to be careful who you play golf with.
That's true. That's very
It can go
true.
one of 2 ways.
That's very, very true. But I've never kept score, so
I don't know how to keep score.
we got to play with this guy.
I know.
Oh man, that was a big talk on golf. Didn't think we were going there. Hey, that's the purpose of this podcast. So anyway, we're gonna get to real estate at some point.
Yeah.
Talk to us about in college gigs. What'd you do when you got out of college? What kind of hustles you get into? Give us all that good stuff.
So I went right into golf courses. I worked at Trenton. I worked at Trenton Country Club in college. So after I got out, it was 2009, finance degree, very mediocre student because I just was partying for college, really, to be honest. And got out. It was 2009. Horrible market for financial markets. So I was either going to be a bank teller, or I was going to go back to golf. So I went back to golf because I loved doing it for a long time, and then I got the certificate. Then I worked intern at Marion, worked at Trenton as assistant superintendent, and then I went to Trump as an assistant superintendent. We hosted the U.S. Women's Open.
Oh wow!
So interesting conversation about that is I started at Trump Bedminster in October of 2014, and I left July of 2017. So you think about that time period, it was Mr. Trump, candidate Trump, President Trump. Secret Service was all over me all the time. Every time I pulled into the facility, I had bomb dogs around my car. And
Mirrors and everything? Mirrors and everything,
Oh,
like
yeah.
the whole nine.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, because I lived on property. So
Ah.
I lived on property, so I was going in and out of there all the time.
Now you saw him, meet him,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Many times.
party with him.
No party, just
Any untold story? Oh, we're gonna get arrested. Actually, scratch that because literally we will get arrested.
I got nothing. I have no dirt if that's what you're digging at.
And if you do, you're not telling a smart guy, Tom.
Listen, every time I didn't like have a relationship with him, but every time I met him, he put money in my hand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah,
that's my kind of guy.
First time we were working on a huge project, and we see his chopper circling. It's like January. I've been there for a couple months. It's freezing. And he lands, comes running over with like a lot of hundreds, gets everybody working on the job site 100. 30 guys working on the job
Sick.
site. Yeah. Yeah, decent guy.
What'd you do with that 100? Buy another Mustang?
5 Mustangs. 5 Mustangs. Fox bodies. 5 O's.
No, he was not bad to work for.
That's good though. That's cool.
Good place.
Yeah, that's awesome. I bet you have good stories though. We can talk about that in another episode. The woes of a country club.
There's a lot of woes. There's a lot of woes.
They don't use the mode. No, I'm kidding. I'm going there. All right, so you're doing this. Then what? Give us the whole career shifts for you.
So it was New Year's Eve going into 2017. And we were at my wife's uncle's house, and I was in his hot tub. My wife didn't feel like coming in, so I was just in the hot tub by myself, just, me and my thoughts. And I was looking at his house in his hot tub, and I was just like, man, I'm never going to have this if I stay in the industry that I'm in.
Sure.
But more.
Did you feel limited?
Well, there is a certain cap.
Yeah.
There's a highest level, and that's kind of where the shift happened for me, because I was like, even if I achieved the highest level, which is very low probability I would, like the highest level superintendent or GM or whatever, would I be happy with that life? And when the answer was no, I just knew I had to change something. So immediately, like real estate investing, wholesaling particularly, caught my attention because there wasn't a lot of money you needed to get started in wholesaling. So I didn't have a lot of money, and I was just like, yeah. So I dug in, did a ton of research, did seminars and classes, and things like that online.
Talk about those for a minute. So it's a very there's a lot of that stuff, and you see like a lot online where 50% bullshit, 75% bullshit. Like how many were valuable, or should I say, are they valuable depending upon what you take from them?
Well, I think anything's valuable if you execute on it.
Right.
If it's good information. I think there was good information where I was learning. But more importantly, it led me to where I am today.
Right.
So.
Is it just the balls to execute?
Well, yeah, it's scary.
Yeah.
And just like getting into real estate as a salesperson.
Yeah.
Just like getting into mortgages, I'm sure is scary.
Yeah.
It's like, so I never did a wholesale deal. But I was talking with my mom, who was a mortgage broker for 20 plus years. And
shout out to mom. Tell me about mom.
Shout out to mom.
What'd she do?
Flo
Who she
Kennedy.
work for?
She was with
Competition.
Yeah, Flo. I like Flo Kennedy. That's a cool name.
She was with Mark Keller for many years.
Okay.
And she was with him and then they were the in-house for Remax 2000.
Mark Keller, he was Huntington Valley Bank, wasn't he?
Huntington Valley. And
Now
then
FCCB. Yeah.
That's right.
Yep.
So she worked with Mark for a long time, and then she was Motto Mortgage in-house for Remax 2000, and then she retired. But when I talked to her in 2017, she was just like, and I was a couple months in, but I was like all in on, learning. And she was like, she always thought I was a salesperson. So she said, you should look into going into sales, learn the business. And then, if you want to get into investing afterwards, do that. And I'm like, wise words. And so that's what I did. And went full time. There was no part time for me. So after I got my licenses in Jersey and PA, we finished out the Women's Open. I gave them like 3 months notice that I was leaving, and left in July and went full time into real estate, July 2017.
So when you first got in, were you solo? Did you have a mentor, team?
So Adam Attican was a mentor of mine.
Oh, okay, yeah.
At KW Philadelphia.
And he did coaching for them for a while, didn't he? Or mentorship?
Yeah. He was, but he was really good for me. Because, like, self doubt, a lot of self doubt. Like I had to do a lot of self work to like actually even have the courage to make the jump, and then after you make the jump, like that self work needs to continue.
Yeah.
Because it gets hard quick. So
what do you remember about what he taught you? Did he teach you technically what to do at that point, or was it more the mindset to then allow you to go do it?
Thankfully, Adam was all mindset.
Yeah.
And that's what I needed more than anything. But he knew.
So you just needed the confidence to know, or the tools to get you the confidence, and then you had the roadmap, or like
so
what?
So my disc profile is a high D, high C. So I created the roadmap. I had to do it myself. I had to be sure before, I had to be sure I knew what I was doing before I was comfortable leading people. And so I created a pretty big spreadsheet that had all kinds of notations and things like that in there. So I knew every step. So I sat down with lenders, I sat down with title company to learn as much as I possibly could.
Everyone, this is where you pull out your notes, by the way. We do actually have a purpose in this podcast other than to talk about BS.
He's given some good points though.
Yeah,
Getting into every aspect, it's gonna really help people.
So all right, let's get juicy now. Yeah, go ahead.
So I did it that way, and it was very hard. It took a lot of time. It is what it is. I don't know if I would change it now, but like now I'm just like, because I'm bringing agents onto my team and things like that, like I provide them with this. And
right.
Now it's to the point where like my TCs handle a lot of that
right.
stuff.
Yeah.
But I didn't have TC
Sure.
at that point. I wasn't even thinking about paying somebody because I had money to eat. So it's like, I had to do that and go through that. So that's what I did.
So I want to get more specific though. And this is what I do, just so you know, I dig.
No,
So that's my
please.
thing. So specifically on that sheet, in that roadmap, what were you doing? Were you trying 100 different things? If so, what were the things you were trying? What was your actual approach from day one to get and do business?
It wasn't for new business.
Yeah.
It was just so that I fully understood the process.
So you did everything you could. You met with all the individual professionals to understand it, and then how did you get business?
So I got some really good advice. Core advocates is something that I preach to all new agents and seasoned agents. If you haven't done it, get a piece of paper and write down 25 people that you can count on. If you're not in the room, that they will say, you need to call Tom. You need to call Tom. You need to work with him. People that will do that when you're not there, people that will go out of the way, because our business is built on referrals. It's great, Tom, if you want to do business with me. That's awesome. But what's even better is if you are out there recommending my service, because you're only going to move once every 7 years, statistically, but you're going to meet hundreds of people every year, and some of them might need real estate. So you might be able to send me 5 deals a year, potentially.
Yeah, definitely.
It's way more important than doing business with me. Now, obviously, I love my clients, and the people that actually do business with me is amazing. But I try to turn every client into raving fans so that results in more business.
Yeah, relationships are so important.
Right. So,
But that's a massively simple concept with a massively simple dividend, right?
Yeah.
That most people massively don't conquer or do well.
well, it's really important, like to make sure throughout the process that they're cared for and that everything is as smooth as it can possibly be. I don't like when people ask questions because I like to answer questions before they come up. So we have some systems in place that I build out systems, and my TCs that I've worked with over the years we've adopted some of their systems, and just trying to make it better.
So that's interesting. So when someone asks a question, you're actually like, oh man, I wish I should have educated them better or give them the proper guidance so they didn't even need to ask that question.
Yeah, when people ask questions, I see it as like an opportunity to improve my system. So
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good feeling when you knock somebody out of the park. Like,
Yeah.
hey, if you have any questions, let me know. No, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know that you covered every basis. It's a good feeling.
That's a good point.
And the thing is, a lot of times, like, you can give it to them, right? But if they don't read it, then they're going to ask questions anyway.
And you can't say, see my email.
Well, so I've created
Yeah.
I've created a certain document that I ask all my clients to print out and put on their refrigerator, because it literally is right there. So
Yeah.
if you have any questions, it should be covered. And if it's not, call me.
That's a good good idea
Yeah.
to tell them to print it out and have it like in their face
Yeah.
because you go to your fridge how many times a day?
Yeah.
Maybe in the morning when you get home multiple times, depending on how much you eat.
Yeah, interesting.
That's a good idea.
It helps to educate the clients, which educating people, I think, is one of the top things you need to do.
Yeah.
They need to know you care, and then they need to know you know what you're doing, and you need to educate them in the process. So that's really important, and also it's just like there for them so that they know if they have questions, like it's right there.
Yeah.
So the core advocate system, is that something you learned or developed on your own?
Yeah, I must have. I think it might have been Attican actually, that brought that to me to do that exercise, and I couldn't do it. I mean, when I was brand new, and these are people that, you know, they may not even know I just got my license, but I'm like, these are people that I should be able to count on.
Yeah.
But even that, I couldn't do it. I got to like 10 people, and a lot of people can't do it. But, you know, I challenge all my new agents to make that list, and if you can't make that list, then start building that list. Who do you want to count on? Connect with those people. You know, people that know a lot of people. People who know a lot of people with high net worth is even better because, you know, you can sell a $300,000 house or a $3 million house. It's just as easy.
So is that the foundation for all of what you teach and what you practice? Is that like the core aspect of all of it, and then growing that?
The core advocates.
Yeah.
It's very important. It's the first thing.
So what do you do as a team leader, as well as an agent with your own client base, to continue to retain and grow your core advocates?
Well, so I'm lucky now because I'm a referral business, you know, so, and I'm very busy personally. So the business that comes to me, it just naturally grows. Core advocates,
Sure.
because I'm doing more deals with
Sure.
more people. You have to work with my sister. You have
Sure.
to work with my mom. You have to work with my brother, my cousin, my friend, coworker, you know.
How
so,
long did that take to see the
4
growth year
years.
over year? 4 years?
Probably like
Yeah.
4 years, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, first 3 years, not easy, man.
Yeah.
Very hard.
Yeah.
And I was like rookie of the year at KW Newtown, and I was being celebrated for like mediocrity. It was not. I wasn't doing anything special. It was just, and I was starving. It was the rookie of the year starving.
Right.
And it's like, sweet.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, honestly, they do that. People slap labels on people for different reasons. It's more of the benefit of the person putting the label on it as opposed to the recipient of the label.
Yeah.
It's a psychological
retention
thing.
tool.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But now it's like, I mean, I like Keller Williams. It's a solid company, you know. But I'm so happy where I am now.
Yeah. Well, I want to talk about talk to us about your evolution. So solo agent from the beginning, under Adam, like under
Well,
the
he was a
mentorship,
mentor, yeah.
right? And then as you grow individually, and what areas are you covering? Is that Philly, outside of Philly? What areas are you covering at that point?
So, Aaron Biles was my sponsor, and I joined KW Philadelphia at the time. Now it's KW Empower on Walnut Street, because that's the office he worked out of, and that's how I got hooked up with Adam Attican as a mentor, and so on and so forth. And then at the time, my girlfriend, now my wife, her mom got sick, and so I couldn't, and we had a dog, and she was like full-time in the hospital with her mom. So I couldn't, and we were living in Ewing, New Jersey at the time. So I couldn't.
From Ewing to the city to Philly?
Yeah.
Wow. Every day?
No.
You were a Jersey guy?
Well.
Watch it,
We lived
Tom.
It was
But you grew up in PA, right? So you know how to drive? No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, Chad. Sorry, Chad.
so it's just, I couldn't get down to the city. So then I looked for a KW nearby and one that was licensed in PA and Jersey and Newtown. So I landed in Newtown in 2017, November 2017, and I was there until just recently, just about 9 months ago.
And then, so talk about your evolution. Like, so you seem like you're a system. Have you always? I can tell when you talk. You're in your head. You're in your thoughts, and you're a systems guy, which is good. That's important. So as you're doing these things and you're taking these notes, are you intentionally growing? Are you doing things with intention? Are you falling into it? Like, what's your growth look like as you're scaling your business?
Yeah, great question. I just in the beginning, you just have to work your ass off.
Yeah.
So
What does that mean?
Agreed.
Like, as an agent, what does that mean? Meeting as many people as you can, or what does that mean?
Yeah, meeting as many people as you can. You have to do, like I was cold calling. So my system was 30 emails before 7 a.m. And
30 emails before 7 a.m.
Yeah, 30 emails before. If you do that.
I do that with social media.
Right.
50 million posts before 5 a.m.
We saw that. Didn't you get in trouble?
I got flagged by Facebook 2
You
weeks
got
ago.
flagged. Too much AI. Too much
Yeah,
AI.
because I was
posts.
like, I'm gonna do, and I was like, CapCut AI. Like, yeah, we don't think you're real, so you're gonna cool off for 24 hours. But anyway, we digress.
Facebook tapping in.
Oh my God.
Anyway, so 30 emails before 7 a.m.
That was my thing.
And are these warm emails? Are these lists you bought? What are these emails?
So I did have a service, I think it was Landvoice, which gave me like phone numbers for FSBOs and expireds. And FSBOs is really where I kind of cut my teeth in the industry. And a lot of people call FSBOs, right? Well, I would email them and I'd say, like I see your house listed, blah, blah, blah. My name's Tom Kennedy. I'll be calling you at 9 o'clock. And so they were expecting my call.
That's interesting.
So it was just an extra touch. And I would always try to provide value before expecting anything. I wasn't calling. I was getting them to say yes to one thing.
And you gave them time to think about it. Like, maybe they can help me.
Right. And I mean, the one thing usually that I was asking for is, if I could just do a CMA for you. That's it. That was the goal of call one. And then call two would be to set an appointment. But not people who try to set appointments from call one, doesn't usually work out.
That's a really interesting way to look at it. Because to say, hey, I'm a local expert. I know the market really well. I'm much better than Zillow's estimate. Would you like to know what your home's worth? That's interesting. It's better than, I always say, it's like trying to go to third base on the first date. It ain't going to work. Yeah.
Usually not.
But no, so as you're doing that, and to me, what I've always, when I talk to people and I do a little bit of mentorship myself, there's so many ways you can grow, right? There's a bajillion. You can pay for ads. You can do this. You can pay for lists. You can pay for leads. You can do it. You have to find the things that you're going to do.
Yeah.
Period. Right? It's like, what's the best CRM? The one you use. Right? And I guess what my whole point is, when you got comfortable with that approach, then scaled? Just
No.
Okay, I totally effed that one up. Okay.
Track that out.
Tell you. What seems to be a constant is like I perform really well in chaos.
Okay.
And so COVID. So I was 3 years in the business, a little less than 3 years in the business. I was, a little over 2.5 years in the business, and COVID hit.
Right.
And we had agents who've been in the business for 30, 40 years, like collecting unemployment.
Right.
Like hanging it up.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's not an option.
Yeah.
And so, I thought about it, and then I acted, and I found what was a creative solution to a problem which my clients needed. I found a solution, and my business grew I went from doing $7.5 million in 2019 to a little over, I think about $12 million. So I added $4.5 million in volume, and that was the biggest growth I've had in my career. Before this year.
Yeah.
He's the chaos coordinator.
I mean, for mathematicians out there, that's doubling your business.
Yeah.
Well, pretty much.
Yeah. 3.5, half a 7, or you could go 15, but whatever.
Yeah. I mean, it's not 15, but we got close enough.
Whatever.
Close enough.
The math is not mathing. Where'd you graduate?
The School of Hard Knocks, bitch. That'll be edited out.
But so I was PA in Jersey, so I leaned into Jersey as much as I could during COVID because they didn't shut down Jersey. We were still essential in Jersey, but not essential in PA.
Right.
So the problem was we couldn't do in-person meetings, right? Couldn't do it. I couldn't meet clients. I couldn't go to inspections. They couldn't see houses, but yes, they could.
Don't incriminate yourself. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not, because here's the solution, right? I'm not allowed to show them houses. We still have sellers with their houses on the market for sale, right? They want to sell. My buyers want to buy. I need to get the buyers in the house without meeting them. I tell them, write a nice letter, drop it off in the mailbox. Said, I'm interested in seeing your house. When can we coordinate it? leave your cell phone number.
Yeah, you're not involved.
Can't be
Yeah.
involved. Boom. Done deal. I sold more houses from my basement. Never had to go to inspections. Never had to do anything.
But
That's just
one
thinking
key
outside
element.
the box,
But there's
though.
one key element to that. Your buyers stay loyal.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Because in that scenario, they could have not, right?
They
If
could
they're
have not.
chopping the letter off,
Oh.
and then they could have cut a deal with the seller.
Yeah, but
Well,
still,
I
he's
called
giving
the
them
listing-
value.
I called the listing.
Oh, I got it, I got
hey,
it.
There's still there's still a
So you
listing
still
agent.
establish the
Yeah,
relationship.
say, hey,
Got it.
hey, have your sellers check their mailbox.
Got it. Okay. All right.
And he's think about it. You can't go and do things right then, and he's giving them value, telling them how he can do it. But hey, I can't help you right now.
Yeah.
We
So
all
that's
needed
appreciated.
We all
Yeah.
needed leadership. It was the most unprecedented time we've ever lived through.
Yeah,
and
it's true.
Car settlements, that was crazy.
Yeah.
and there was a big
That's wild.
There was a big hole.
Yeah.
So.
Gloves, masks. I saw people doing Lysol on the paperwork as we're handing it through the car. Lysol, like it was
Yeah, it's
a
nuts.
crazy,
People just
crazy
lost
time.
their mind.
Yes.
I mean, people
Definitely.
drank Lysol. Well, I'm going to beat COVID.
There's a lot of Crown Royal.
Crown Royal. That's my dad's new thing.
Is it?
Blackberry Crown Royal. with the
Blackberry?
he does like an old fashioned with it
Yeah.
or something. Yeah.
Okay.
I can't even smell it anymore because of COVID.
Yeah, Crown Royals, it doesn't do it for me. It did at some
There's
point.
time.
Yeah. Time and a place. Everyone goes through different behaviors.
Everybody lost their mind.
So prior to that happening and this all coming to fruition, you talked about doubt and working through yourself. Are you in a mindset of are you questioning your ability to stay in the business, or was it always just this is going to happen and then COVID hit and it just took off? Like where was your head at prior to COVID? Like right before? Because you said you were a starving rookie, right?
Yeah. I mean, when I got up to $7.5 million in 2019, I wasn't necessarily starving.
Right.
But it was still not easy.
Right.
$7.5 million is not that much
Right.
to live on, honestly. After
Especially when you got to spend
all
money
your
to get business.
expenses, all your
Yeah.
expenses, it's like you're not making much money.
Totally.
What was my mindset like? There was one morning I remember I literally screamed. It was one of my blood pressure spikes. I just screamed, and it was just like in that moment I was like, no, like I wanted to quit. It was like I'm not like, and then I just doubled down on activities.
Yeah. That's the hardest part, dude. That is the hard doubling down when you're in that, wherever you're at mentally is the hardest part.
Yeah, because it's so easy to quit.
So easy, man. It's so, but it's funny. Like it takes even something for you. It actually was short. That wasn't even that long relative to a lot of other people. It felt long in the moment, but when you look at how many years, it wasn't that long. Some people, it takes a long time, and to keep doubling down to eventually either quit or stay. And they always say the minute you quit, it was the minute that you could have stayed and that would have been it, and
Yeah, you never know when it's gonna hit.
it's crazy. It's wild. It really, really is nuts. So you're feeling yourself, things are going, COVID's doing well. At what point are you like, all right, go from solo agent to wanting to turn this into a team and into an enterprise and where you're at now?
So 2021, I added a team member. I brought him into KW, and he did well. His second year with me, I got him up to $7.5 million himself.
Nice.
What did you do specific? Well, a couple questions. People are very hesitant to take on team members that I've found because they're afraid that they either can't provide them value or that it's going to take away from their own production. So was that a decision where was it just something you'd always thought about, or was it the right person, right time?
I was the right person.
Yeah.
And it was the right time.
Yeah.
And, but I didn't have like the support that I have now. Like when I bring team members on now, it's like, you're going to be taken care of, and I can provide you the value from like a mental perspective, from strategies and technical skills. Like I can do that, but you're also supported by our support team. Right? I didn't have that then. So when I added Jim to the team, it was all value, and it was all me teaching him, everything. Because he had done like one or two, maybe two deals before he joined my team. And then, like I said, in 2 years, we got him up to like $7.5 million. So it was hard, because it was more on my plate. And now, we have 5 team members and 5 other team members, and it's like, they all require different things, a different amount of time. So So it's different now. But when I first added team members or added Jim and then I added Manju, both of them were great agents. You know, like they were smart. They were able to learn themselves. Like I didn't have to teach them every little thing. Like they were self-starters. So they just needed a little bit of a push in the right direction.
Are you selective now with who you choose?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not just going to bring anybody on my team because it's a waste of my time if it doesn't work. You know, and I'm not naive. Like I know some people will get to a certain production level and say, "Oh, I can do this on my own." I mean, it happens. You know, it doesn't always work out. You know,
There's a lot of new people like that, you know, but it's important to get that knowledge up front, have a mentor, have somebody to rely on and build your book of knowledge so that you can.
What's the most important characteristic you think someone has to have to succeed?
Think long and hard.
I think that, I think you have to be smart. I just do. I mean, not every realtor is smart. Not every successful realtor is smart. But for me, in order to get the most out of me, I think you need to be smart because you know, what I teach is not, I mean, it's not elementary stuff. You know, I want to get you understanding at a higher level quicker. So.
And it's also the willingness and acceptance because you can sit through the best lecture in the world, but if it ain't gonna sit in.
but I also think like smart people will understand the value that I provide.
That's fair.
They will see the value.
That's fair.
Like I think people who aren't maybe the smartest will be like, "Oh, I just sold a house and gave him how much money?"
Yeah, that's fair.
They're small-minded. So
yeah, that's fair.
I want big picture people who are smart and people who can see, you know, where we're going.
Yeah. That's fair. Yeah, that's definitely fair. I think it's one of these things where it's like you really have to, you know, as you grow and as your team grows, you know, being selective and choosing the right people, even to the culture of the team, becomes important too.
Yeah. Culture is super, super important.
Yeah.
It is important, you know, and that's on me, right? That's on me as the lead to drive culture and vision. And, you know, that's about it. I leave the rest of my team to support, like with technical things, but like obviously I'm still involved with like strategy and things like that with agents. But like where we're going, like this, the beginning of this. Well, after we switched to real, I was like, you know, we're on the road to 100 million.
Yeah,
and we made a big jump this year. So,
when did you make the switch?
April 3rd.
Oh, this year. So you haven't even been there a year yet.
No.
Oh wow. And you're seeing massive changes just in your business overall that quick.
Massive.
And what's the biggest change? I mean, it has nothing to do with the brokerage part, but what are you seeing differently or that you're experiencing that quickly?
Well, there's a couple things. So I started waking up at 4 a.m. every single day.
You still do this?
5 days a week. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good for you.
And so, you know, there's that. There's also...
Why? What's 4 a.m.?
I have 2 little kids. I can't work out, period, if I don't.
How do you actually get to the point of doing it? Because I struggle to wake up because I stay up so late. But like, how do you just...
I wouldn't recommend it if you're staying
You can't stay up late and wake up early.
I'm trying to get it structured. I'm trying to get it structured here, but I can't find the way.
No sleep.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I would not recommend that.
Yeah.
But, you know, I say this all the time. Like, I decide to wake up at 4 a.m. the night before. If you leave that decision for 4 a.m., you're going to go back to bed.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, you might set the alarm, but when you decide something, the decision's made. It's done.
Right.
Yeah, you
You're
got to
up.
execute.
You're up at 4
Right.
before you go to bed.
Right.
So just make the decision.
I will say
Get 6 hours.
I will
Get 5
say your
hours.
body
6.
will equilibrate. So
Yeah, I'm getting roughly like 5 right now.
Yeah, you can do that for a little while.
Yeah.
I don't have kids.
Well, yeah, but your body will give out at some point.
Yeah, you shoot for 6.
Yeah, minimum
Well, I must get 6 hours of sleep.
on the floor.
All right, so you're up at 4.
I'm up at 4. So I have like the company. Okay, so it's not about the brokerage, my growth, but it has something to do with it because the company has incentives for production, and I just hit a lead agent, which is giving me a $16,000 stock bonus. Okay, that's a huge incentive. Now, I've never in the past would have hit this mark with my normal production. Last year was my biggest year in 2024. And even with that production, I would not have hit elite. But that carrot was like a juicy carrot. So
Yeah.
I went after it hard, and now I've been with the company for 8 months. 8 months? 8 months. So 8 months. Wait, like 7 months. April 3rd, and I hit elite in 7 months. So like, think about that.
Yeah.
Like the calendar year, I'm going to be up, 10 million in personal sales, 15 million in team sales. But if you look at the year from when I joined Real, it's going to be way bigger than that. From April to April, way bigger than that.
Yeah.
So that carrot, you have great tools. I mean, I'm up at 4 a.m., so I have the luxury of like priming my day. So I'm not waking up in chaos to my son screaming on the monitor for me to come in. You wake up in chaos, you just can't have a productive day.
100%.
So at 4 a.m.,
road bombs, I call it.
Hence what is it? You wake up on the wrong side of the bed.
Yeah.
I mean, it's horrible.
Yeah.
Like even on the weekends, it's horrible because he wakes me up at 6:30, and I'm just like, I want to sleep, but I wake up to him just like, and I'm like doing something. Love my son, but I don't want to like wake up that way.
Yeah.
So I like to wake up, do my workout. I send some emails because my gym is in my office. So I'm constantly.
Which is up here, so you lit.
Not,
So you physically, your whole family's up now. Okay.
yeah, we live here. That's how I do it. I never do it.
We got an addition coming. The Vault Gym.
No, but it's basically that priming in the morning is hugely important.
Yeah.
I kind of set up, you talk about what the roadmap was. Well, that's my roadmap each day.
Right. I dig it. So what now, man? Like, are you like, I like that, like you both have that, like, yeah, we're cool, chill. Like you just have that, like, I was like, I'm
think
just
so?
like, yeah, like I'm this like, like that's just the way I am. So like, what do you want to, do you want to hit like some FU numbers, massive growth? Like, what are you feeling, man? Like, give me the real answer, by the way. I just want to stay the course and keep now. Give me the real stuff. What do you want?
Yeah.
What do you want, man?
That's the question, right? What do you want?
Yeah, what do you
I
want?
used to have a hard time with it. What I want is I want to get to a point where I don't have to sell real estate, that I do it because I want to. Okay? Like I want to and I love what I'm doing, but I want to get to the point where if I wanted to stop selling real estate, I could. And now I can see clearly because it's happening at this company. The company does provide an awful lot as far as like a roadmap to getting to that point. And there's plenty of people that are doing it.
And you seem pretty excited since you've been there. You have
I'm
a very,
excited. And the thing
very
is,
big
it's
vision.
not only about me. Like I am passionate about it because I never knew this existed.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And I think people need to see it. So
Yeah, that's cool. That's really, really cool. So overall, just doing what you're normally doing to grow yourself and your business is also going to pay this other dividends, which is going to allow you to build that future.
yeah, exactly.
What about team-wise? Are you looking to keep scaling? You're good at the pace you're going?
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't want to grow too fast.
Yeah.
I think you implode when you grow too fast. So I just added 2 team members in Philly. So, I don't want to go to Philly.
Right.
I just don't.
Right,
so, they're going to be kind of heading our Philly business, and one of them has 3 years of experience, and one of them is brand new, but both of them are smart people and hard workers, and they have the characteristics that I think they could be very successtown. So they're going to be doing our Philly stuff.
That's awesome.
One of them's in Northern Liberties, and the other one's in Fishtown, I think.
Yeah. Very cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So where do the people get a hold of you, my man?
I'm everywhere.
I'll give them somewhere.
Google me.
Google them up.
You have a
Thomas Kennedy.
website, yeah, something I can provide.
Yeah, sure. ThomasKennedyGroup.com. That's our website.
Okay.
To hear a little bit about me, check Google reviews. Talk to your mom. I probably worked with her.
That's probably the best line we've ever had.
Talk to your mom.
Talk to your mom.
I don't know how you feel about that.
Probably worked with
How
her.
do you feel about that, Chad? Huh?
Let's just go back to how the whole podcast started. If you had ended your legal debate, right, with that line, that's it.
That would have been. I mean, he had no comment at the end, but that would have really.
That would have got you to the end. right
And
there.
I'll tell you, there's no better way to end this podcast than with that. And before I let you go, Tom, happy Thanksgiving, buddy.
You too.
To you and your family.
You guys.
What are you
Sure.
guys doing? Are you going to shoot the bird? I know you're adventurous.
At my parents' house.
Do
Get
you
together.
kill the dinner or no?
Do I?
Yeah, you're a hunter, aren't you?
No, I'm not a hunter.
I thought you were a hunter.
No, I wish
Your
I
dad's a
was.
hunter?
No.
I thought somebody was a hunter.
Not me.
Different Tom.
Wrong Tom. I mean, there's 2 in the room, but
Your mom's a hunter.
nah.
No?
Nah.
Okay. I thought you liked
Wrong Nicole.
Wrong podcast. And on that note. Oh, man. For some more fresh content, follow us at Rockstar Closers. Tom, it's been a privilege. Thank you for coming on, sir. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
And Tom Kennedy. Ask your mom because she probably worked with her.
See you guys next time.
Peace.
So how you gonna do it? I'm gonna trade my clerk for a Rockstar dame. I'd even get my brother to change his game. Cause we all just wanna work with Tyler Rockstars and sell some hilltop houses closing 15 more. The cities come easy and the closings go quick. We'll all stay busy cause we just don't quit. And we'll